How did NLRB v. Noel Canning change presidential recess appointments? Imagine a situation where a president wants to fill important government positions quickly, but the timing of the Senate's recess becomes a critical factor. This scenario highlights the importance of understanding how the process of appointing officials during Senate breaks has evolved. The case of National Labor Relations Board versus Noel Canning brought significant clarity to this process and reshaped the legal landscape surrounding presidential authority. Before this case, there was considerable debate over what constituted a recess of the United States Senate and whether the president could make appointments during short breaks or only during longer recesses. The Recess Appointments Clause of the United States Constitution grants the president the power to fill vacancies that may happen during the Senate's recess, but the scope of this power was ambiguous. Some argued that the president could make appointments during any Senate break, while others believed only extended recesses qualified. In the case of National Labor Relations Board versus Noel Canning, the Supreme Court examined whether the appointments made by President Barack Obama in January of 2013 were valid. The appointments involved 3 members of the National Labor Relations Board, which had been filled during a recess. The key issue was whether the Senate was in a recess at the time of these appointments, and whether the recess was of sufficient length to justify presidential action. The Supreme Court ruled that the Recess Appointments Clause applies only to recesses that are both interim and long enough to justify appointments. The court clarified that recesses of fewer than 10 days do not qualify for recess appointments. Furthermore, the court emphasized that the Senate's pro forma sessions, brief meetings that occur during recesses, do not count as Senate recesses for the purpose of making appointments. This decision limited the president's ability to make recess appointments during short breaks or pro forma sessions. This ruling established a clearer standard for when the president can make appointments without Senate approval. It reinforced the importance of the Senate's role in confirming appointments and prevented presidents from bypassing Senate confirmation through short recesses or pro forma sessions. As a result, the case significantly constrained the scope of presidential recess appointment power, ensuring a more balanced separation of powers between the executive and legislative branches.